If you told me a month ago that the new Modern Warfare was going to get a Battle Royale mode, I would have laughed and told you to get out of my house. I could have sworn I locked the door. How's it going, guys? I go by Lumberjack on the internet, and back in August I was a part of a lucky bunch to pre-order the newest Call of Duty. This is weird for me. I stopped playing Call of Duty back in the Black Ops 2 days, except for a brief period where I played Black Ops 4, but that's kind of besides the point. Modern Warfare was something that seemed more PC oriented, or at least the cross-platform made it feel that way. And after a few days of playing it, I thought to myself, man, this game really sucks, and so I dropped it. The updates pooled to the point where I thought I would never play it again, and then Warzone came out. I heard that they were releasing it, and it was a perfect opportunity for me to make a video and shoot down Activision for all the stupid things they've done. And so Antsy Me downloaded it, and after like 4 hours of playing it, I gotta say I'm just annoyed that I like it so much. Like, I don't know what to say, I'm too hooked to it. I got a long list of pros and not much going on in the cons. In fact, I'm just gonna talk about the Battle Royale and leave plunder for another day because I want to keep this video at a digestible size. I'll be honest, I waited a week before I got into the game. If you want to enjoy a Call of Duty, I think the best thing you can do is wait. Sure, if you jump in, you can be a pro and get the swing of things quicker, but the way the developers have been making the last few Call of Duties, they're always a glitchy, buggy mess at the start. The YouTuber General Sam has a great video on Warzone talking about its problems. I'll leave a link in the description. His take was more for comedic values, but he does shed light on a separate opinion from mine, so if you disagree with me, definitely check it out because it is a great video. Sure, Warzone is long, and a lot of it's attributed to the Gulag, but the whole shop, respawn, and the Gulag are there to keep you going, and for some reason I just love it so much. There's something really satisfying about hopping into the Gulag and having a crowd watch you duke it out to see who moves on and who doesn't, and if you drop too hot and you and your boys rendezvous in the Gulag off the start, you just get an even more intense battle going on. You got them calling out where he is, and the pressure of keeping your team in the fight is just so intense. Now, in some ways I agree with General Sam about shop respawning indefinitely, but the way I see it is that Warzone isn't meant to be short, and the Gulag is meant to be a fun way to support the respawn shop and not the other way around. Battle Royales are everywhere now, and the best ones are free. So in the defense of Warzone, they're trying to be as different as possible. With bigger maps and higher player counts, honestly, a company as big as Activision is your best bet for a large-scale Battle Royale. Now, I know that may come with a bit of controversy behind it, but it's true. Unfortunately, these companies have a shady past of abusing microtransactions, but they also have the staff and the money to pay for things like bug fixes and servers. But that's kind of where my main problem comes in, the servers. Currently, there's some low-key virus going around, something about shutting down countries, yada yada. So I'm taking this into consideration, that the servers are choppy because of higher player counts, but holy, does it ever get bad sometimes. And it's persistent. If it's not choppy at the start, you're probably set. But you find that choppy server and you're donezo for like the next 20 minutes, which sucks. It really takes you out of the game when it takes you a full minute to put on one plate of armor. But that's kind of where I'm done with the cons. Pros, however, it's longer. It's a nice change from the shorter battle royales like Apex, and I like the availability of spawning my friends back in and being the hero, and the Gulag is sick. The loot availability is amazing. I'll never understand why games like PUBG work on toning loot down. Sure, legendaries should be scarce, but they shouldn't be a deal breaker compared to the common guns in the game, and Warzone killed it in that department. Your basic guns are flooding the map, you're really just looking for the less common guns for that competitive edge, but nothing is game breaking gun wise. I've had plenty of gunfights with a starter MP7 or a shotgun, and won easily enough against a custom class player. Another pro is the optimization. Obviously, this is kind of a weaker side of a point because not everyone has the same PC as me and not everyone's going to get the same frame rate, but generally the specs they recommend are somewhat on the low side. And that doesn't mean you can't play the game if you have something lower than that. That's just what they recommend. So take that with a grain of salt. It is a free to play game, so it honestly doesn't even hurt to try it and see what it's like. And for my last point, the warm up is just really fun, but it's also really helpful. You get time to practice dropping, you can try out guns and fight it out while you wait. The dropping part helped me so much, letting me experiment how to land faster. Like, there's nothing indicating that your character will automatically pull the parachute when you reach the lowest point. So having that warm up to test things like that is nice, rather than throwing away a match just to see if your character just plummets to the ground. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below. I'm currently at like 170 subscribers and it just blows my mind. Yeah, like the Islands of Nine video, if you search Islands of Nine on YouTube, my video pops up and that just, I don't know. I can't even find words to describe it. It is just such an awesome feeling, and I just owe a big thanks to you guys. Anyways, this is Lumberjack, and this is Lumberjack logging off.
Bitch, I am a neckbeard. You get a bad reply, I'm gonna come and save your life. He's a neckbeard. Fedoras to the sky, here comes your white knight. Shit's about to get weird. Let me grab your thigh, watch an anime all night, because I am a neckbeard. I am a thoughtful guy, and it's no word of a lie.